Hi once again, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. It's Thursday evening. We're almost to the weekend, and boy, did things turn around in a hurry today. It was great out there, aside from the wind. But you know, I didn't hear too many complaints about the wind today. It was all about the temperatures and the sunshine we had this afternoon. Taking a look at the wind gusts, the wind really started to pick up as we got into the afternoon, as expected. When the sun came out, the atmosphere became pretty well mixed. The strong winds up at about 3, 4, 5,000 feet could be pulled down to the surface, and we had a gust of 49, 50 miles per hour at the Youngstown Warren Airport a few hours ago. The wind's starting to diminish early this evening, but it'll stay sort of breezy as we go through the night tonight. So, yeah, windy, yes, but get a load of these temperatures. It was 73 this afternoon. We had a forecast of 68 today, so it outpaced our forecast pretty easily. And notice the difference between here and Buffalo. This is where the front's set up today, between Youngstown and Buffalo, kind of close to Interstate 86 in southwest New York. So that's where the dividing line was between decent April weather and fantastic April weather. It was 78 in New Philly today, 78 Cleveland, and 76 in Pittsburgh this afternoon. When I recorded this video a little after 7 p.m., we still were hanging on to lower 70s across the board. A little bit of cloud cover out there this evening, but overall, it is really, really nice. Looks like someone emptied a box of crayons on the watch warning map here across the country this evening. A slew of different types of watches and warnings from the west coast all the way into the east. This reddish color just to our south, these are actually red flag warnings for southern Ohio, parts of West Virginia, northern Virginia. What that means is it's very dry, and with the wind today, not good conditions to burn anything. And fire risk a little bit high because of the dry weather, the low relative humidity, and of course the gusty winds. And the fire risk exceptionally high in the western U.S. today, where you see these orange colors around Albuquerque, El Paso, and places along the Front Range. It is very, very windy and dry. Blizzard warnings are out in the meantime from the Front Range of the Rockies in Colorado up through parts of Nebraska, South Dakota, even up into parts of Minnesota and northwestern Iowa. I wanted to just sort of show you real quickly here the relative humidity values across the country this evening. It's dry in a lot of places. I mean, our relative humidity values are low at 30 to 40 to 45%, but look at Morgantown and Charleston, 19%. Then you go out into the western U.S. and single-digit relative humidity values from Phoenix to El Paso to Lubbock. Now, that's not especially unusual for them, but when you factor in how little rain they've had and how windy it is out in this part of the country today, yeah, very, very extreme fire danger out there this afternoon and this evening. All right, big picture for tomorrow. 78 is our forecast for tomorrow. Just a fantastic, amazing Friday afternoon coming up. The record high will be within shouting distance of that. It's 81 degrees. I don't think we get that high, but we're going to be within a few degrees of that. 13 hours, I should say, 14 minutes of daylight, and the sunset now around 8 p.m. So the big number I wanted to show you this evening is all about tomorrow's high temperature. It's been 188 days since we had a high temperature at or above 78 degrees. It was during the first week of October, so it's been over 6 months since we've had a day as warm as we are about to have tomorrow. Today's 73, tied a mark we set back on February 20th. During that exceptionally warm period in February, we hit 73 on the 20th. So we tied that for the warmest temperature of 2018 so far. All right, again, tomorrow's a beautiful day. This front stays to our north. Breezy, but not as windy as today. Now, interesting forecasting as we go into the upcoming weekend. This front's going to wiggle to the south, increasing our rain chances Saturday afternoon. Outside chance of thunder, but this is probably just innocuous showers. And really interesting temperature forecasts on either side of this front Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. I'll show you why in just a second. As we go into Saturday night and Sunday, the front probably is still in the vicinity, and moisture will be approaching from the west as low pressure approaches. And I think our model might be underdoing the rain a little bit here in the warm sector Sunday midday. I think this is a pretty wet day Sunday, and even a chance for some heavy rain before the day is through. Let me show you our in-house model's depiction of temperatures here Saturday afternoon. I mean, look at this. If this is right, there's a 32-degree difference between Mesopotamia and Calcutta, East Liverpool. I mean, that front will wiggle probably just into our viewing area, especially the northern and western sections of our viewing area, and you may reach your high in places such as Newton Falls, Mespo, Champion, maybe up to Kinsman and Cortland as well. You might reach your high around midday, and then temperatures might fall. In the meantime, from say 224 on south, it's going to be another very warm day coming up on Saturday. And then everyone should cool off some Saturday night, and I don't think Sunday is as warm as a result of the clouds and pretty good chances for rain. And yeah, it looks like a pretty soggy day coming up on Sunday. Here's a look at some of our computer modeling. Each model represented by a different colored line. Now the Euro is leading the way here with an advertisement of up to 3 inches worth of rain. Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Other modeling closer to an inch, and I think that's a little more in the ballpark. An inch to maybe 2 inches worth of rain seems pretty likely from Sunday into Sunday night, so pretty healthy amount of rain coming our way. We don't have to worry about severe weather here. A couple of days worth of severe weather from the middle of the country on east, so an enhanced risk tomorrow night from southern Iowa through Missouri, Arkansas, down towards Louisiana and Texas, and then everything shifts east. This is on Saturday. Pretty good chance of severe weather parts of Alabama, Mississippi, panhandle of Florida, down towards New Orleans as well. We could hear a rumble of thunder here over the weekend, but not real concerned at all about any sort of severe weather here locally this weekend. All right, got to bring you the bad news about early next week. This is Monday morning on the GFS model showing our low pressure system just off to our east. Cold front's already rolled through and the cold air is pouring in. Our high temperatures on Monday will probably occur around daybreak or maybe before daybreak, and then they'll just fall. And we'll end up in the 30s Monday afternoon, and any rain showers will probably end up changing to snow showers before the day is through, and just a February-like Tuesday coming up. I mean, this is kind of a silly-looking map for April the 17th. By the way, that's tax day this year since the 15th is on Sunday. What a tax day this will be. Flurries will be flying. Look at how packed our isobars are. It's going to be windy. Again, temperatures mostly in the 30s on Tuesday. Beyond that, it is going to warm up some, but I'm not looking at a lot of the kind of warmth we're going to have tomorrow. Again, anytime real soon. Here's a look at the climate forecast system modeling. 5-day chunks here. Pretty chilly looking map here on days 5 to 10. Beyond that, some recovery possible, but you see more blues than oranges here as we go towards the second half of April and first week of May, and you'll see that kind of verified here on the European model, showing a very cold-looking weather map here, middle of next week. Some recovery by late next week, and then the blues and greens start winning again by next weekend. This is Friday the 20th, Saturday the 21st. We've been talking about this kind of ad nauseum lately, that it's just a pattern that we're going to have a hard time getting sustained warmth. A day or two, sure. But a week straight where it's really nice outside and above average just does not seem to be in the cards this spring, at least through the rest of April. We'll see what May brings. I have my suspicions that May be another colder than average month. We'll talk a little bit more about May as we get into the second half of April. Thanks for watching tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have an update tonight on the 21 newscast at 11 o'clock as far as what you can expect over the weekend. We'll get some fresh model information before 11 and talk about the rain chances Saturday. If you want to get outdoors this weekend, I think your best bet's Saturday morning, but we'll update that tonight at 11. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday night.